March 11, 2011. Earth tectonic plates collide in a subduction zone near to Japan. The place of the catastrophe. What happened was that a strong earthquake and followed that a massive wave invaded Japan. Almost all was destroyed and millions of people had died.
Additionally to this information just said, what was the earthquake magnitude?
The earthquake magnitude was of 9.2 in Richter scale.
But how much meters has the wave of the tsunami?
The tsunami was over 10 meters high. The height was generated from a displacement of a huge amount of water. As a result of some earthquakes, the ocean can surge upwards and fall back afterwards.
Do you think that Japan is in a critical situation?
Really, I don't think so because it's a really developed country and they had know how to take advantage of the situation. Thus, they have to be prepared for any other situation like that.
How much was the damage economically?
Notably, the economic damage was very huge because almost everything was destroyed, including houses, offices, buildings, and malls. The government had to pay all these expenses, which meant that they had to invest a lot of money fixing all the affected parts of Japan. Citizens have also invested significant parts of the recovery funds.
What causes the tsunami?
The tsunami was caused because impacts of the earth in, because impact of the earthquake. But the difference were that the waves of earthquake passed through the ocean and the ocean collapsed.
We want to know how many people died.
Well, we don't know exactly the amount of people that have died, but we estimate that nearly two, two, 230 million of people had died based on rough calculations.
What happened with the survivors?
Until the Japan situation at least gets better, the survivors have to live in temporary housing hotels. In the worst case, have to migrate to another country.
Nowadays, Japan has a security plan.
Yes, nowadays Japan is a very prepared country. They do simulation drills of earthquakes, tsunamis, and also atomic bombs. Escape routes are also present in this preparation because they have nowhere to go.
So, how long were the earthquake and the tsunami duration?
The earthquake lasted for a total of 6 minutes duration, while the tsunami was 2 minutes in duration.
Why houses destroyed so rapidly during the catastrophe?
Many Japanese houses were destroyed rapidly because in Japan houses are made up from wood or weakly materials because Japan is a seismical place.
After this catastrophe, where were secondary damage in the society?
Yes, there was a very enormous problem. Citizens' health was involved in that big problem. Chemicals invaded Pacific Ocean, so they have to be very careful of what they eat. Also, radiation affects food in general.
And do you think that Japan is actually prepared for another catastrophe like that?
I think that no one is actually prepared for a catastrophe because we don't know what magnitude it will be or for how long, nor what consequences will it cause. However, Japan had enough resources and facilities to be in alert of everything.
There were a lot of damage and the deaths. Nowadays, they are taking advantage of their mistakes and doesn't mean prepared for an impact like that. They are now taking prevention of another impact. Like citizens, we have to be taking prevent of whatever could happen, like an earthquake or tsunami, catastrophes in general. Obviously, Japan wasn't prepared for a 2.9 earthquake in Richter scale, 80 10-meter tsunami that left more than dead people than people alive. More than 55% of the population was dead or hurt. Many kids became orphans because they have lost their parents. All thoughts go out for them and their families.